discerning goddess, 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 discerning goddess. Good evening, everybody. How y'all doing? Good afternoon. Oh my goodness. Good afternoon, y'all. What's up, family? How y'all doing? Thank y'all for being here. We got a show today, y'all. I got notes. I have footnotes, bookmarks, everything. All the tabs are open. I hope y'all are ready to go through there with me because we are going through there, okay? About to take y'all through. Now, let me let y'all know. I'm sorry, y'all. I have had production assistance on this. You all are amazing. You definitely engage with me outside of the live streams and send me things to talk about. You want to hear my thoughts. So the fact that you want to hear my thoughts, that sounds good to me. I ain't never ever scared. Y'all know I'm not. So listen, if you're new here, I am Discerning Goddess. Welcome to my channel. Over here, we are internet aunties, internet uncles, and internet cousins. We are the village. We love Coach Prime, we support Coach Prime, and we support the University of Colorado football. We know that it takes a village to raise a child, but we also know that it takes a village to teach and train, educate, encourage, inspire, and motivate our youth to greatness. And we enjoy advocating for our young people. And we support our NFL nephews as well. So with that being said, y'all, we have a show for you. Now, if you have not already done so, there's a poll at the top of the chat, and it's asking you, it's just a reminder, don't forget to hit the like button. And what the like button is to me is you taking off your shoes when you come to my house. It's okay. I'll politely remind you, do you mind taking off your shoes? And so that like button is, honey, take off your shoes and then come on in here and say, hey, okay? So go ahead and show some love to the like button. And if you happen to be listening to the replay, we need you to like and hype the video. Okay? How y'all doing? We got to show y'all. Welcome, everybody. I see you, Peter D. Super Wolverine. I appreciate your support. And if by chance y'all see the people who are highlighted in green, those are the channel sponsors. Okay, everybody supports the channel, but those are the channel sponsors. They keep the lights on right here. I appreciate y'all. I really do. So we have so much to catch up on. Real quick before I get into the agenda, how was your love day? If you celebrate love day, what else? Did y'all hear about the passing of Jesse Jackson? How do y'all feel about that, losing one of our staples during Black History Month? Like, so much has been happening. I kind of forgot it was Black History Month because for whatever reason we seem to get real, and I say we, I'm talking about us. Our community, okay? Understand us. So much stuff tends to happen during the month of February. I don't know why. I just need people to act right, okay? Stop embarrassing the community. But we might talk about some of it, y'all. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, Reverend Jesse Jackson passed away in the wee hours of the morning. That's so sad to hear. It seems like everybody we grew up with watching, grew up with loving, grew up with just intrigued by and learning from, they're all passing away. However, this is how I see death. The flesh may leave, but the memory of that person keeps them alive. So when you hear somebody say, long live the spirit, okay? long live the spirit, meaning that it is up to us now, in a sense, to pick up and take their voice, their teachings, their ideologies, and things along the way, since they are no longer here, to share that. And it's to my understanding, he was really sick. He had something like Parkinson's, but it wasn't Parkinson's. My condolences go out to his family and all of his loved ones. He is definitely one that will be missed. Um, and may God be pleased with his eternal soul. And that is us remembering the Honorable Reverend Jesse Jackson for a moment. How y'all doing? Y'all, we gonna start light. I'm just gonna let y'all know we're gonna start light and we might end heavy. Okay, so if you could do me a favor, share this show, get some more people in the room for me while I start with our light work. While I start with our light work, give me a one if you all can hear me. If the sound is well, give me a one in the chat, give me a flower, give me a star, show me some engagement. Go over there to your right, tap the hearts, tap the smiley faces. Don't matter. It don't matter what you tap. Just let me know if you can hear me well before I start just going on and on and on and over here just in my vibe. In my vibe. I'm gonna wait because I know there's a little delay. So give me a moment while y'all tap one and show me that you all are here. Okay, okay. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. Thank you. And also, I am working on something for us. And let me just say this: it is not to omit or leave others out. Okay. So, to my sisters, to my ladies, we are creating a space for us. Okay. And it's a online community. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. I see y'all over there. And we are creating a space that we can engage in outside of YouTube. So, and it will bring us all together. And I hope that you all will be open to joining me over there. Yes, I am creating a Discord that empowers Black women, that brings sisters together, that builds sisterhood, that educates us and elevates us. And I feel like this is the time more than ever it is needed that we support one another. So that space is very much needed. Some people might ask, well, why is it just for women? Why is it just for Black women? Well, here's what I tell you. Here's what I tell you. Black women, we have our own language and we have our own trials that we are facing right now. And in order for us to have a conversation that does not offend anybody, that does not make people feel uncomfortable because they're in a space where there are Black women talking about Black women things, I think we need to be in the room by ourselves, and we can work on our own strategies and help each other grow through our own issues. How does that sound to y'all? Also, why is it just for women? Well, just from my observation and being in friend groups, being at work, and seeing how different genders affect circles when men are present. Sometimes when men are present, it disrupts the synergy that women are working towards. Not that it's a bad thing for some, but I don't want that right now. Would I say we remain women only? Probably, or probably not. But for right now, we want to work on getting women together, growing in a sisterhood, in a friendship, and in that manner. And right now, it's just very imperative. It's imperative that we pull it in and get it together. And it's not a bad thing. We just need to grow and support each other through this crisis that's currently affecting us in this climate of America and probably other places in the world. So look forward If you're not already on my email list, go ahead and find my email address on my page. Email me so that you can be able to get the invite link. The first 50 invites will be to a select few, just so we can work out the kinks before we open it up to everybody. So send me an email, just put Discord or Sisterhood in the subject so that I can add you to the mail list of women that are interested in being a part of that community. Thank you. So let's get started, y'all. Let's get started. I know y'all here for a show. Let's get started. Um, first things first. First things first. Let me get my footage pulled up. So over here, y'all know we love babies. We are internet aunties, internet uncles, and the internet cousins, and all of that. So let's get into our babies, so that and see what they're up to. So, like I told y'all, we're gonna start off light, and then we'll get into the meat and potatoes in the show. In a moment, let me know when you can see the screen. Like that. There we go. Yeah, so this might be a cute little expression for us to laugh just a little bit today. It's been a heavy day, so I wanted to bring a smile to everybody's face eventually. Let's go. Business. Call the law offices of James Scott Fair on the hotline.
She is so serious, but look.
This what happen when y'all be leaving y'all children with all them old people. These children have old souls.
At what she's watching. I'm coming with you. Can you tell her grandma keep her all day? Victor Newman.
Now this baby, somebody been slathering lotion and cocoa butter and shea butter all over her. She's with her little sibling or cousin, and she I guess they too ashy for her. Little mama say, "Come here."
Friends, I have someone really special.
That's a setup. Why y'all do her like that?
To introduce.
What you doing? No, you're not sitting down. Everywhere we go, you want to have a seat. Like you're an old lady. Get up. Get your butt up. Look the hell. Look at that. Look at that. Oh yeah, can you see?
Oh God, his back hurts like grandma's back. Oh God, it hurts. Oh, his back is just.
It's the first baby for me taking their meds, y'all. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. I have one more for y'all. This is what happens when we got good babysitters. Listen, imagine them being at the daycare all day and coming home showing you gang signs. As I would rather this over them coming home showing me how to twerk and stuff, something they learned at the little daycare center. But let's go. We can't talk about babies unless we add Snow to the mix, honey. Snow is our in-house baby nephew. He is the number one grandchild over there in the Sanders family. Snow be living his best life. You hear me? I love it. So let's check on Snow. Snow said, "Listen, ain't nothing gonna stop me." Every time I turn around, Snow doing something. So if you're not following Snow Sanders, go over to Instagram and give your little nephew a follow. Let's go. He went to the Globetrotters event. Snow, what you got in your pocket, Snow? Some Legos? DeAndre, you're doing a great job. Okay. Side note, one thing about DeAndre, she gonna wear her what? Daddy shoes. DeAndre gonna wear her daddy shoes. That's right. Look at Snow. Oh my goodness. So yeah, we can't talk about babies and show babies, and we not gonna give Snow his little shine too. So shout out to all the babies that make us smile and make us feel good on the inside. Yes, no. Listen, one thing DeAndre gonna do is wear her daddy shoes. That's right. Shout out to the Diamond Turtles, Deion Sanders shoes, y'all. If y'all don't got a pair, go on and get your pair. If you happen to miss my birthday, which was earlier this month, I do wear 5.5 in sneakers. Go ahead and get my pair, and I'll tell you where to send them in. Okay? Thank you in advance. Thank you in advance. So I know some of y'all probably already saw that floating around on Instagram, but I thought it was cute. And we have one more, y'all. And I think this one will make y'all smile. This will put a smile on y'all face. Hold on. One thing our children are going to do. One thing our children are going to do. Let me know when y'all can see it. Is it up? Okay, hold on. So, on this little segment, honey, there was a Gallentine's event with the ladies, and obviously, mommy brought her daughter with her, and our little niece, she wanted to be home watching Gracie's Corner or something because she was over it. Check this out. Honey, first of all, shout out to Coach. She is every bit of 1.5, might be 2, but I think she's still 1. And this baby has a Coach handbag. She done clutched her handbag because she don't want nobody to steal her little money. And she on her mama's shoulder like, you got me, I got my purse. I'm ready to go. It's ghetto in here. It's ghetto in here. I am ready to go, okay? Look at her. I cannot
echo all of y'all sentiments,
but on behalf. And then she side-eyed him like she don't care. She don't care. She was ready to go, okay? With her red pocketbook. With her red pocketbook. Don't play with my niece. Don't play with none of my nieces and nephews because we don't come to play, okay? Hey, who is it? Aretha, welcome, Queen. Welcome. So if y'all, to your question, Peter D, I don't consider my foot to be small. That's a 5.5 children's shoe though. You know, we have to buy our sneakers different. So yeah. I get a 5.5. If I get a 6, that's slightly too big. But if they don't have a 5.5, I'll get a 6. But that's the children's sneakers for the little boys. So that's what I'm saying. If y'all buying y'all some Dion's, can y'all remember to get my pair too? Hi, Aretha. Shout out to Miss Aretha, honey. To all the members, don't forget your badges. Don't forget your badges. You can use the favorite auntie badge. You can use the uncle badge. Put some stars in the chat because everybody's a star in my eyes. And plus, the hibiscus. I think that's my signature. The pink flowers, the hibiscus. So shout out to Miss Aretha for showing up. Y'all know I call her Queen Aretha. Why? Because she was the first one to ever subscribe to my channel. And I thank you for your support, sis. Well, she's the first one to become a member on my channel, so I do thank you for your support, beloved. So yeah, the babies were babying, honey. Snow was outside hanging with the Globetrotters, y'all. Snow is something else. Do y'all look at Snow's videos? He be taking DeAndre through it, honey. His last video playing with the toys and putting his Spider-Man table together and making Valentine's Day cards was so cute. But he was trying to do whatever he wanted to do. He didn't want to do what mom told him to do. So that Snow is an average baby. I love it. He's growing so well and so smart. I'm just looking forward to watching him grow like we've watched the rest of them grow up. So going over to, and we still are highlighting our youth. So what over here, we love our young people and are encouraging them to greatness. So in today's episode of our youth highlight, this is a throwback 90s post. So this is a throwback 90s post, and I think it is a good highlight because sometimes people they'll look at you but never know the journey it took to get there. So they said at 13 years old, she was arrested and falsely accused, a moment that could have defined her life forever. Instead, she rewrote the story. Today, she is a Florida A&M University graduate, now interning for the youngest Black judge in her circuit's history. Working inside the juvenile delinquency division, the very system that once failed her. This is more than a comeback story. It's a full circle moment of purpose, resilience, and justice. She turned her pain into power, trauma into a testimony, and experience into impact. Let this be a reminder. Your worst chapter is not your final one. Sometimes the people most harmed by a system are the ones destined to change it. This is what we call legacy emotion. Y'all, this young queen, she said, I'm still going to get up and do what needs to be done. So shout out to her and her parents, her guardians, her village, because y'all, it does take a village. It does take a village. And these are the type of stories this channel is about. Of course, we talk about football, y'all. We follow our nephews to and through college. Yes. But we can't forget about the rest of the young people over there as well. And while we're talking about our youth, let's get on over here to, yes, that is amazing. That is amazing. So let me go. We're gonna go over here to my other account and let's check on some other athletes. So we're gonna get into the athleticism of it all. I bet y'all. Hold on. Oh, I'm gonna have to mute this. They're playing music, but I do want to show the video. Hold on. Let's go. Let me know when y'all can see the screen. Can y'all see the screen? What you say? Okay, let's get on with this show. So in this next video, shout out to every cheerleader. Former cheerleader here, former cheerleader coach, former cheer athletic DA. So I kind of have a love and affinity for cheer girls. I can't help it. That's just who I am. It's in my blood. I spent a whole lot of years proving to people that cheerleaders are athletes too. And this is an example. This is a demonstration of just how athletic cheer girls are. Let's go. It's on mute because it has music. Okay? Balance, balance, strength, strength. Okay, mount it up. Yep, yep. Stunt, stunt. Bring it down. We're not finished yet, y'all. Let's go, base. Base is the young lady on the bottom. Strength. That's just it. Strong. Let's go. This is amazing. Let's go. Boom. Yes, yes, yes. Cheerleaders are athletes too, y'all. Show me a football player that can do that. Up, up, hold it. Keep it tight. Keep it tight. Stick, stick, stick. Move. Hold it. Boom. Okay, let's go. The base is your turn. Hold it. We're not finished. There we go. Boom. And yes. Don't ever call me a girl. I am a athlete too. Shout out to the Alabama cheerleading squad, honey. Don't nobody do it like us. Don't nobody do it like we do it. But those sisters, they really did that. I enjoyed every moment of that. I'm the person that watches the cheer competition every year on ESPN over at Disney. Yes, that is great TV, honey. So yeah, what cheerleaders are athletes too. And if you don't believe me, you just saw why we say that. So yeah, get your weight up. So I don't know if y'all have been seeing on your timelines and in other places. Let's see if I put it in here. Nope, it's not in here, so now I can go to it. Okay, I'm gonna have to go to it about the Olympic ice skater, the young black girl who years ago competed and she was underscored and all of that, and then they came back and and she was disqualified at some point, and then they came back this year. Somebody did her stunt. So hold on, let me pull it up. Her name is, I think, Suria. I don't want to mispronounce it. Bonaly. Suria Bonaly. Hold on. Let's look at her story real quick. I'm just checking to see if the screen is up. Hold on.
She refused to wear the medal. You are looking at one of the most controversial moments in figure skating history. 1994 World Championships. Her name is Suria Bonaly, a black powerhouse in a sport obsessed with ice princesses. That night, she was undeniable. Her jumps were massive. Her technique was flawless. She didn't just skate to the music, she owned it. But when the scores came up, the crowd gasped. Her technical scores were high, but her artistic scores, suspiciously low. She wasn't beaten by a better skater. She was beaten by the judges. So at the...
Does that sound familiar, being beaten by the judges? How we every season have to beat the referees, okay? In football with CU, you got to beat the referees. But yeah, she was battling the judges.
medal ceremony, she rebelled. She refused to stand on the podium, and when she finally stepped up, tears streaming down her face, she took the silver medal off her neck. She held it in her hand, a silent protest that screamed louder than words. She didn't speak to the press. She let the moment speak for itself. But she wasn't done. Years later, at the 1998 Olympics, she gave the world one final image, the backflip. Landing on one foot, it was illegal, it was dangerous, it was legendary. She knew she wouldn't win gold.
There's that word. It was legendary. Come on now. Listen, what we're dealing with in history right now, following Shador, there are others that have had their own adversities being a black person trying to blaze a trail in the industry, and us being the minority but being the best. Okay.
So she decided to win history. Suria Bonaly didn't skate for their approval. She skated for respect. She refused to wear the medal. You are looking at one of the most controversial moments in figure skating history. 1994 World Championships. Her name is Suria Bonaly, a black powerhouse in a sport obsessed with ice princesses. Respect.
Okay. I just wanted to share that piece because I know a lot of people never heard of that story, and maybe we did. And it parallels what we are witnessing today. So it just stood out to me, especially since a white boy just what did some little white boy, he just did the same thing in the Olympics, and he's being praised for it. And he's not even as poised as she was. It's amazing how we get consequences for being great, and somebody can come behind us and be less than great and be mediocre and be praised for it. Let me show y'all the picture real quick. I thought I had it queued up, but it's not here. Give me a moment. Let me pull up this picture for y'all. And again, it's so ironic that we are watching this right now today play out where Shador is concerned. Hopefully I have enough space. There we go. So here's the picture of the side by side. Her doing the flip and the little white boy doing the flip today. Okay. Remind you, that was in 1994 with Suria Bonaly. That was and this is today in 2026. So, and she created that move. She was the only one that did it. They said it was illegal, but why was it illegal? Because she's the only one that could do it. Okay, you had no one to compare her to or dare to try and do it. It said he's a genius. He's so innovative. He's the future of the sport. Oh, but y'all ain't say that decades ago when Suria Bonaly did a backflip and landed on one blade. So obviously he landed on two blades. Nope. Y'all treated her like a sideshow instead of a damn pioneer. So people are literally people are upset about the treatment and how they handled this. So shout out to her. She may not be a legend in their books, but we not gonna forget her. And this lady has grown up, y'all. She's a full blown adult right now. Still gorgeous, still gorgeous, living her best life in the country that she lives in. Let me see, can I find it? I saw a picture of her the other day and I didn't bookmark it. I don't know why. Let me see. I would love to know. Did do what? Okay, is anybody here? Do y'all remember that? Cause oh, there she go. Okay, she just spoke on it a few days ago. Let's see what she had to say. Hold on. She just spoke on it in an interview a few days ago. Let's see that. Let's get into this. This is 2 minutes, so hopefully it won't be that much longer.
People's mentality and the judges back in 1998 were much more narrow. People didn't have open mind.
U.S. figure skater Ilya Malinin landed a backflip that elevated his team to Olympic gold in Milan. Now, despite the headlines, he's not the first to land it at the Olympics, just the first to do it legally. At the 1998 Nagano Games, a French figure skater named Suria Bonaly landed it on one foot. Now, it was an illegal maneuver then. That ban was reversed in 2024. And after Ilya landed that backflip, I wondered, what did Suria think about his backflip, her backflip, and the renewed interest on her 98 program?
It was my last competition of my skating career. And also, I wanted to leave a good note because I was injured, but, I wanted to finish strong. Doing the backflip for me was like the last calm I can pull of my games, and showing that, people will remember me for what I did at this moment.
We saw in these games Ilya Malinin do the backflip. Mm-hmm. And so when you saw that, what went through your mind?
Backflip is something that somebody had to put a step on and say, okay, I can do it, especially after a lady who did it years ago. And I'm grateful that skating finally stepped up and going forward. And everyone's happy. The fans, what people watching television get to see and say, yeah, that's pretty cool.
And how does it feel to be remembered for that backflip?
It's amazing. Look at how many years happened in my last competition, the Olympics, and still people talk about it. Every time I wake up and I see my message, my phone bump with messages, I'm like, wow, I guess people did acknowledge what I did. It's funny now, it sounds better than when I did it back in the days. It warms my heart.
There you have it. She may not have received that gold medal, but people will never forget what she contributed to that ice skating profession. Like, now they have a little white boy out there twisting his little self around, and he still didn't do it better than her. He still didn't do it better than her. You was pissed off? Okay. Hey, Portia. Listen, we created everything. It looks like we created everything. Yes. Portia, your story is in the show today. So shout out to Portia for co-producing the show. Who else helped co-produce? Miss Sonya co-produced the show. Miss Chapman, y'all been sending me stuff. I said, let me go on and do a show. They gonna stop working, helping me out if I don't put some of this content in the show. But shout out to you guys. You all create the agenda for today. But so proud of that. So she still got a smile on her face and everything. And she's still beautiful. She's still beautiful. So I'm doing something different today, y'all. We getting into some meat and potatoes of things simply because I see something over on Twitter that keeps coming up. And today we are going to put it to rest. We are going to put it to rest, okay? We're going to put it to rest. I'm sick of it. So, let me see how many people are here. Let me ask y'all, do y'all remember a rumor that Shedeur said something about Tom Brady's wife? Or he criticized Tom Brady's failed marriage. That's why he was blackballed during the draft. That's why he was blackballed. That's why he's being treated the way he's being treated in the NFL. That's why the Raiders passed him over. Have y'all heard that? I want to make sure we are on the same page before I continue. Did y'all hear something like that about Shador? We finna talk about it because thanks to my sisters, y'all, the subscribers, y'all have provided me with receipts. And of course, I have my own theory and my opinion, okay, and perspective on it all. So we're about to go down, we're about to go on a little trip. So actually, Coach Prime, on the last Well Off video, Coach Prime made a comment talking to his critics, the clout chasers, the naysayers, the haters, you know. So let me find that video first of all that he did a few weeks ago. And I'm gonna come back. Did y'all hear that Shedeur is being blackballed because of what he said about Tom Brady? And mind you, and this is how wicked the media is not that Shedeur said something about Tom Brady. He was baited into answering a question about Tom Brady. So that's the thing. That's the difference. He wasn't just sitting around talking about Tom Brady like that, the way people want to make it seem. You know, I'm so kind of sick of people making it seem like in order for Shedeur to be great or to be accepted, he needs to give all praise and honor to every white football player, every white quarterback, so that people can like him. Anybody that thinks like that, it's just truly sad, especially if you're a black person. Especially if you're a black person. It's sad that you have so much coonery on your brain and think that Shedeur should too. So let's get into this. Coach Prime made it very clear.
That's to keep you from saying you don't need to.
Very clear.
Fair.
So let me know when y'all can see the screen. So a few weeks ago, during, I want to say, leading up to the Super Bowl, Coach Prime made a lot. He was on a little media tour, and he made a lot of stops in different panels. So one thing that we have been seeing every now and then is people coming out with a narrative. Deion Sanders is going to coach NFL. Deion Sanders is going to go to Cleveland and coach for his son and all that stuff. And people know that's a lie because Coach Prime has said on many times, many times, he has no desire to coach the NFL. And he has told us why. But prior to, especially during the coaching search for Cleveland Browns, they decided that they would create another narrative and throw Coach Prime's name out there. So let's see what he had, how he answered that, and how he feels about coaching in the NFL.
Fair enough. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Let's stay in the NFL. Before, and I know you're happy at Colorado, but before Shotty went to the Cowboys, your name was kind of in the mix. Is there anything that would get you to jump to the National Football League?
Not whatsoever. What transpired with my son last year, ain't no way in the world. No.
I think I've kind of said that before in one of my live streams, but okay.
No, I don't ever. Thank you, Lord. When I stop like that.
Coach Prime, you want me to do it? Just tell me. I can cuss people out for you, and I'm going to cuss people out for you. You ain't got to cuss. I do it, Coach Prime. Coach Prime, stop yourself. Hold on.
I don't ever. Thank you, Lord. When I stop like that. That's to keep you from saying you don't need to say. When I stop like that, that don't mean I'm lost for it.
Look at Cam. Cam had to put his head down. Listen, we be knowing. Hold on.
That's to keep you from saying you don't need to say.
Cam knew it's silly. He's silly because he over there cracking up. And I'm surprised to see Stephen Smith over there, Stephen A. Smith over there, kicking because he be the main person pushing this narrative, just talking about Coach Prime on the Fox Network or the First Take with a double-edged sword. I don't like his style of commentary. It's just me. I mean, if y'all like him, that's fine. I won't hold against you, but I do not like Stephen A. Smith's style of commentary, especially for us. He is not harsh when it comes to other people. But when he's talking about a black person, a black athlete, he comes in, he throws in everything, and I don't like that. I don't like that he feels like he has to be the meanest person when it comes to reporting the news or giving people a good look. I don't like it, but that's just me. Stephen A. Smith, you laughing a little too hard because you are a part of the problem.
Thank you, Lord. When I stop like that, that's to keep me from saying you don't need to say. When I stop like that, that don't mean I'm lost for words. That means God said, that means God said you're a head coach now. You can't do that now. You can't talk like that. You can't say that. I know you're comfortable with your brothers here, but you can't say that. That's
Fair enough. Okay. Let's stay in the NFL. Before, and I know you're happy at Colorado, but before Shadi went to the Cowboys, your name was kind of in the mix. Is there anything that would get you to jump to the National Football League?
Not whatsoever. What transpired with my son last year?
He basically told the NFL to kiss his behind, honey. And I'm all for it. If you notice, Coach Prime is now talking. Shedeur is putting people in their place, okay? Shedeur is putting people in their place. He told that young man, don't be calling his fans a coach. They ain't no coach. Shout out to the nephew for standing up for us. Because if he didn't, we would have been right over there in the comments, getting his little stuff together, the little white boy. So, yeah, Coach Prime did that. So, my thing is this. There are people who have started the narrative that Shedeur has been blackballed because he made defamatory or not so kind comments about Tom Brady. So let's see. And we're gonna see. So y'all bear with me.
Around the NFL. This is another one of those inside stories that got passed around that doomed Shedeur around the NFL. This is
okay. So let's start out with this. Skip Bayless ain't no different from the rest of them. He has been using Shedeur's name for clout, acting like he supports Shedeur. Okay, because he didn't want no smoke. But one, why would you tell this story without adding your context, without citing your sources? I don't like that he put this out there acting like he was in support of Shedeur. Because if he was in support of Shedeur, if this is true, you would have never ever put this out there. Never. Not like this. The reason why I don't believe Skip, because if you can mention Tom Brady, who they say is one of the most powerful people in the NFL, you can mention the sources. So where did he get this from, if it's true?
Around the NFL. This is another one of those inside stories that got passed around that doomed Shedeur to the 5th round. It was something about during the interview, they had a couple, but during one of the interviews, somebody with the Giants, I don't know if it's executive or coach, asked Shedeur about you. Shedeur.
Okay, hold on. So somebody with the Giants, I don't know if it was an executive or whatever, you know who it is, or you just know that you're lying. Okay. And let me tell y'all about these so-called internet clowns. The reason why they got a problem with Coach Prime now is because chances are they have requested a personal interview or wanted to show up on screen with Coach Prime and Shedeur, maybe ask questions, do a little interview or something to get their pages going, whatever. And it probably wasn't granted. And then they do these little manipulative hit pieces. And you got to be very careful on who you are clicking on and listening to that have Shedeur name in the title and face on the thumbnail, because everybody does not want them to do well. And people can come to you seemingly like they're in support of Shedeur's journeys, like they're in support of Coach Prime or the Sanders family, but the shit that they're saying out their mouth is highly disrespectful. It's nothing nice about it. And they will try to put it in so many words to make it seem like they don't mean harm, but they do mean harm, because it's not what you say. It's the fact that you have information that's unfortunate, that may be true or false, but why do you have to report it? You ain't got to report on everything that come across your desk. I get a lot of stuff, y'all, and I don't respond to the email if it goes against what I do over here. And two, I'm like, well, I'm going to leave it up to somebody else to talk about, because I ain't talking about it. And the problem I have with this is, Skip, you know the Giants helped sabotage Shedeur. So why are you taking information from the Giants? Okay, so today, in case you're just getting here, we are debunking the blatant lie that was started on Shedeur, that he said something bad about Tom Brady's failed and broken marriage. And that's why he was blackballed. So Skip Bayless, when you say somebody said, you don't remember who said, and then it came from the Giants executive or somebody, that's a lie. You know exactly who said it if they said it. And we don't fuck with the New York Giants over here, because they're the ones who started a bunch of those lies about the combine, and then telling everybody Shedeur didn't know how to read plays and shit. And then you coming over here talking about you got it from the Giants. We don't care what you get from the Giants. They are pathological, racist liars.
There's relationship with you, the mentoring, teaching, coaching, and somebody asked some question about, is Tom your role model? Do you try to model your life after Tom's?
Okay, so asking Shedeur, is Tom Brady his role model, is basically, where have you been all these years? He said that over and over again. So why would y'all re-ask him that question? It's dumb, first of all. And two, people will ask you a certain question just to see where your mind is. If that happened, that was a little litmus test. Does he see Tom Brady over his black father? That's the problem. They're jealous of all that black excellence. So asking Shedeur if Tom his role model, why would he say put Tom Brady over his daddy? Why? Let's go.
And Shedeur said something like, well, I don't want to model myself after his wife left him.
Okay. Hold on. Wait a minute. They have said so much shit about Shedeur. I'm ready for them to release the tape. I don't like nobody recalling nothing. And the way Skip is telling it, first of all, he wasn't even there. And he's even adding his own perspective to it. Is that what Shedeur said, or isn't it? I want somebody to produce the video, because y'all are some bold-faced liars. And Coach Prime and Shedeur, it's time to get some attorneys working, because I want people to be served with defamation lawsuits and or cease and desist from mentioning y'all name. Because this type of shit right here just pisses me off, because this is a bold-faced lie, and Skip shouldn't even been done. He shouldn't have even repeated the shit. He making up stories, trying to get numbers over there on Twitter and YouTube and shit, using Shedeur name. This is fabricated.
For a trainer. And I don't even know if he said that, but I've heard it again and again.
So if you don't know if he said it, why are you repeating it? Thanks to Miss Chapman for getting me this information last night, because I was 38 hot. So let's go.
From too many people, And
too many people like who? We need for you to drop some names since you love Shedeur so much. This one man. Don't come telling me what somebody said about me. I'm gonna ask you, what did you do? How did you handle it? Because I wasn't there.
I don't know if he was trying to be cool and tell a joke or make people laugh, or I don't know what it was, but I heard that doomed him with the Giants.
He said that doomed him with the Giants. The Giants ain't want Shedeur over there anyway. If we know what happened pre-draft, the Giants had signed Russell Wilson, got Jameis Winston in. They were getting people around him, and they had already knew that they were going to draft Jackson Dart. They didn't want him, Shedeur. They was just over there to create a narrative against Shedeur.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so if you're just getting here, I am debunking the lie that Shedeur is blackballed because of what he said about Tom Brady. That's a lie. People make up shit just to be relevant. And I'm going to deal with it. Let's get through the information first. So that's the first piece. So let's go. We got a next piece of receipt here. So let's see. Hold on. I got y'all. Give me a moment. Let's see if this is it. Because I didn't get a chance to go through these video clips, but let's go.
Being able to have that resource, being able to have, Tom Brady, he's an all-time great. Being able to have that resource, being able to have that person I'm able to talk to and call whenever I'm having questions about the game, and he's able to relate to it because he did it at the highest level. It's truly amazing. I'm thankful for that. Well, far back, I'll say a couple years ago, he extended his hand. He was like, come work out with me in Tampa. So we flew down there. Dad came and we rode with him. He took me in his truck to this field.
First of all, clear people don't like the fact that he has access and the means to be great at what he has become. They don't like that. And I'm going to tell y'all they don't like it because there's a plenty of white boys who wish they had access to Tom Brady and they don't have it.
To his high school film. Then from then on, he was just telling me knowledge, and I filmed everything, I recorded everything. So now, even sometimes I go back and just listen to the things that he said at that time, and it registers. You know, everything that he said back then registers now, and it applies. So that's why I'm thankful for him. Yeah, Tom Brady.
I didn't hear nothing in there about Tom Brady's marriage, failed marriage, or any of that. Okay? Or any of that. So somebody has created a bold-faced lie and had in the lie has gotten legs. It's gotten legs. And I can't stand liars. I promise you I can't stand liars. They are demons from the pits of hell. And they sitting here just telling every lie they can think of just to keep Coach Prime's name in their mouth and Shedeur's name in their titles. But let's deal with this. So I consider myself to be a little bit smart, somewhat intelligent, resourceful. But I was sitting over here so mad last night, I couldn't think. I'm like, listen, I'm going to address this tomorrow. And lo and behold, that's why I'm glad I have smart friends because Miss Chapman went to, and she asked ChatGPT and AI, is that true? So let me show y'all what ChatGPT and AI had to say about this rumor. Give me a moment. Thank you, Miss Chapman. So, y'all, I had to leave it intact for the authenticity and integrity of this portion of the show. I left it intact so y'all could see Google up there and the source that it came from. Thank you so much, Queens. And I appreciate everybody that looks out for me with receipts and research and all of that stuff. I appreciate y'all so much. So let's get into what ChatGPT had to say. So Ms. Chapman asked ChatGPT, did Shedeur Sanders say something about Tom Brady's marriage? So it says, Shedeur Sanders has not publicly commented on the specifics of Tom Brady's marriage or divorce to Giselle, however you pronounce her name, Bunchen. His public comments regarding Brady are exclusively focused on mentorship, describing him as an all-time great resource for football knowledge, guidance, and training advice. And if y'all don't know anything about AI, what it does is it quickly collects all the data that is on the internet about the specific subject to the question that you're asking. So what ChatGPT did, it had to go back in the memory banks of the internet and what has ever been posted about Shador, Tom Brady, and Giselle connected with a marriage. Even ChatGPT cannot find what Shador said that publicly. And if that is true, why they put everything else out? We still waiting on the Giants to put out the video of Shador not knowing how to read plays. We still waiting on that. Because we know y'all some liars from the pit of hell. And to everybody that's spreading this rumor, you a liar from the pit of hell too. So let's go. It says key details regarding the relationship. Mentorship focus. Shedeur has emphasized that he values Brady as a mentor, citing times they have worked together, such as in Tampa, what he learned and recorded knowledge. We just heard him say that. Professional respect. Shedeur considers Brady someone he can call for advice, specifically regarding high-level quarterback play. We just heard him talk about that. There's no public commentary on the personal life. Shedeur has not spoken on or been quoted regarding the personal matters surrounding Brady's 2022 divorce from Giselle. Tell me I'm lying. Tag me in y'all response. Where the hell y'all get off telling this shit from? Y'all so jealous. Let me tell you something, y'all. It's Negroes on the internet. I don't know what kind of life they live or came up in, but they came up from the pit of hell. Coach Prime done already told y'all what he doing, honey, and they hate it. But this is what I want y'all to do. To all of these grown ass men, and many of them are black men. Y'all are pitiful. Go find your daddy. Give your daddy a hug. Get your ass off the internet all day looking for some shit to talk about. They so damn toxic, and I'm sorry, y'all. I'm cussing. It's early and I'm sorry. I'm pissed off. I'm apologize right now to everybody who might be offended, but this shit pisses me the fuck off because these are grown ass men who, first of all, 99% of them ain't never played college football. And the ones that have played college football ain't make it to the NFL for whatever reason. They ain't that good. They ain't tall enough. Can't catch a ball, can't run, slow as hell. Whatever the reason are, character issues, which we see every day spread it out over the internet. And y'all have the nerve and the time to sit here and find reasons to dig holes and create lying ass narratives. Shame on you. Go find your daddy and sit down and hug your daddy because you need one if you know who your daddy is. And if you don't know who your daddy is, go ask your mama. Make your mama tell you the truth about who your damn daddy is, because the shit y'all be doing with Shedeur don't make no sense. And how y'all come for Coach Prime because he the type of daddy you wish you had. Every time you open your mouth and post some bullshit, you let us know exactly who you are. Stop lying on this boy. He ain't never said that. Y'all gonna have to get me off this in the chat. Help me change the subject. Let me see what y'all talking about. Oh my goodness. Hey, ladies who speaks. Oh goodness. Shedeur would never know. Welcome, Samia. No, that boy ain't say that. Because if he did, that would have been viral. It'd have been still stuck on our TV to this day. They suppressed him in the draft, one, because it was an attack on black wealth. Coach Prime shows his entire life. And let me tell y'all something. Y'all might not want to believe it, but them people can't stand when we live well. Them people can't stand to see civilized black folk in proper society. They can't stand it. And one thing they decided to do was try to affect the generational wealth of the Sanders legacy. They couldn't do it. They tried, but it didn't work. So what else could they do? Rob him for $40 million. That's it. Child, please. Man, please. Listen, I'm trying to be real nice, Portia. I'm over here suppressing myself. But listen, y'all can sit around here and repost shit from these jealous ass Negroes if y'all want to, who wish they was Coach Prime. And let me tell you this. And then I know what one of them gonna say. Well, I got my own money. You might have money. Yeah, you might have money. But are you Coach Prime? You ain't him. You ain't Coach Prime. Do you have the influence? Nope. Did you make the impact? Nope. Do you have access to society like Coach Prime? Hell no. Are you civil? You're not. You're highly disrespectful. And you think you're cute. And you're not. Okay? Y'all better go play with somebody else. And I don't know why I have to come out and say this. I don't know why we had to research this to find this out. But apparently, just because when one person says something, just because they can put it in their little fine words and manipulate it and get on their little platforms and articulate it, y'all think they're telling you the truth? No, they're speaking out of jealousy, and they're tapping into your insecurity because they know you feel the way too. And you ain't man enough, an adult enough to know when you're dealing with somebody who's highly illogical. People will tell you anything to sit on their channel for a click and a view to raise their numbers. Please. And I done said it over and over again. Them other communities, they talk crazy about us on the internet. The first thing they say is we ain't got no father in the home. So yeah, Coach Prime show up. Not only has he raised his children, present in his son's life, he present in a lot of people's lives. That ain't enough. Oh, his daddy is too involved. His daddy is too involved. But what y'all want him to be an absent daddy? What y'all want? If it ain't one thing, it's another. They simply want us to go away, but we're not going away. You go away. Listen. I be trying not to go there. I had to block a fool because every time I start talking about something, he creep up in my damn comments and shit. Sit your ass down. Don't come over here with that. Y'all lying. You don't do nothing. Y'all wake up in the morning and sit up on the internet and lie on the Sanders family. And I'm here to tell you today that shit gonna end now. Because every time I hear this lie, I'm going live. And I'm bringing back these receipts. I sure am. Listen. Now he in love and they married. They mad that he in love. They mad that he's found somebody to share his life with. Listen, they are mad as hell. They can't stand Karuchi. These men act like Coach Prime was about to choose them one day. They talk about that girl so bad. I'm like, damn, what Karuchi do to y'all? Oh, I know what it is. You like Coach Prime. Mm-hmm. That's what it seemed like to me. Because why would you not want him to be with a good woman, somebody that he sees as a good fit for him? You thought you was going to be chosen. That's what I think. Oh, y'all. I'm sorry. Oh Oh my God. Okay, I just cracked myself up. That is so weird. Oh my God. So yeah. Listen. Unless y'all got something else, that's my Shedeur news for today. We gonna keep going on with the show. Oh my God. Speaking of love, y'all. I hope that y'all enjoyed y'all love day for those who celebrated. I hope that it was good to you. Very miserable. I mean, damn, he can't listen. They drag Coach Prime for coaching. He don't know how to coach. He don't know how to pick a stand. The team this, the team that. Child, they was mad at the man because he had cancer. They was trying to drag him out the house and put him back at CU because he had cancer. Like, goodness gracious. Now he done found his peace in the person of Karuchi Tran in the form of a well-made woman, and they mad about that too. My goodness. I be like, well, damn, Coach Prime and Shedeur can't win for losing. What they gonna do when Shiloh train and try? He done train when he tries out and make it to another team. Then y'all gonna have somebody else to talk about. Listen, I get it. Coach Prime's name, it gets you trend. It gets your channel trending. Shedeur's name, it gets you some. It gets you a little bit of clout. But this is what I want to challenge all of those illogical, unreasonable, uncouth people, mainly men out there who like to attack this family. If you never mention Coach Prime's name, if you never sucked on the air that allows you to mention Coach Prime's name, what would you be without you mentioning Coach Prime's name? Who are you? Who are you? Y'all help me out in the chat. Who are they if they never mention Coach Prime and Shedeur's name or the Sanders family? Who are you? I want y'all to try for 1 month not to mention Deion Sanders, Coach Prime, Shedeur Sanders, none of the Sanders. Do that. And then let's see who you are if you never mention them. But you can't, because you got to suck on air just to say his name. And I want y'all to follow me, okay? You can't live without sucking on air to mention Coach Prime's name or anything about him and his children, you raggedy helpers. I'm done. I'm about to move on. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm over here cracking up. I had to get myself together real quick. So I'm gonna cut that up. Y'all can look forward to that being in a video by itself. Yep. So we are moving on in honor of Love Day, in the spirit of love. Yes, in the spirit of love. Let's tap into some things. So we've had a lot of things trending in the last couple of days. And I'm going somewhere. We started light and we're gonna get into the heavy parts towards the end of the show. So if you're just getting here, welcome. If you're new here, I am Discerning Goddess. Welcome to my channel. Over here, we are internet aunties, internet uncles, and internet cousins. Over here, we love Coach Prime. We support Coach Prime. We support the University of Colorado football, and we support our NFL nephews. We are the village. We are the village. We know that it takes a village to raise a child, but we also understand that it takes a village to reach, teach, and train, educate, and inspire, and motivate our youth to greatness, and that is something we enjoy doing. And doing so, we end up having to advocate for them. So if you're just getting here, you came in on one of my rants. It's not normal. I hate going into one of my rants, but sometimes it is necessary. So that's the fun part. If you have not already hit that like button, please help me out and do that. Let's go ahead and share the screen. So it's Happy Love Day, y'all. We're going to work our way into something. It's Love Day. Let's go. Oh, my goodness. Let me see if the screen is up. Okay, there we go. There we go. There's a little delay, but I'm going to go ahead and continue. So I wanted to start with this video because it has so much context on what we are about to fall into with our the next part of our agenda. So let's start with this. Shout out to Love. We love Love.
Hear what he had to say. I didn't want to come for you so hard, my man. I mean,
appreciate
trying
that.
to give you a chance.
Appreciate that.
I understand, but so is he someone that's your type?
So those, I'm assuming everybody has watched a few episodes or has seen Pop the Balloon before, but I've never seen an episode that was so, fulfilling but enriching and mature at the same time. So take this ride with me.
And see, here's the thing. It's not about just look at you and be like, no, because I've experienced people that evolve, you grow into things, and that's a good thing, right? So that's why I'm just at least trying to hear where your mind is at.
Correct.
And if it speaks the volumes of the appearance, then it's like,
FYI, the mind is everything. I don't care for me or for us women. I don't care who you choosing. They can look the part, but if the mind is not intact, they can become unattractive or not a candidate very fast. Let's go. What just happened? Hold on.
that's not going to change, right? And he doesn't have any desire to change or evolve from that. So that's why I was trying to.
So she's not trying to change him. She's trying to assess that based on the way he showed up today to meet her, he has nothing wrong with the braids in his hair, to each his own. The braided down hair, the oversized t-shirt, the baggy jeans, typically what she's saying, that's not her typical choice in the aesthetic of a man that she's attracted to. What she's just said, that maybe he has the ability to evolve. Not that she wants to change him, because a person can show up based on their mindset, how they think it right now. So can he evolve to see other areas that he can excel in, and how he can level up his image? Because image is everything to some people. People judge you based on the first 3 seconds when they see you without you opening your mouth. So the image did not win her over.
Just at least hear you out, Yeah, I mean, people change their hair all the time. You change your clothes every day.
Right.
So I'm trying to.
Before we get into questions, is she someone that's your...
So I understand that he was listening to her, but he's a little bit too laid back for this conversation, but we'll get into it.
Your type?
Yeah, and I like her mindset, so she's a pretty cool person.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
I've been working on it.
Glad to see it. So do you guys have any questions for one another then?
I guess I ain't her type though, she said, right?
So take a look. She's just done a lot of talking. She's just put a lot of things in perspective. He sat there. Was he actively listening, or was he acting like he was listening? Because now it's your turn to cultivate this environment, black man, So I don't know if he is astounded by her beauty, or he just wasn't interested. But the young lady host asked him, does anyone have a question? So black men, take a note. Sometimes we just want you to lead. We want to follow your movement. But let's go.
Is that going to be a pop for you then? If she
It ain't. I ain't popping.
He's not popping the balloon, but he has nothing to add either. We're looking for what do you have to add to this conversation at this particular time?
If he's saying he's not my type, then that means he's gonna stay the same.
No.
Because then what I said didn't matter, right?
Exactly.
Because then it tells me, okay, if she don't like how I am right now, I don't plan on.
Oh, no. I understand what you're saying. But yeah, clothes could be changed. Hair could be changed. All of that. Yeah, if that's just what it is for you.
Well, that's why I have my balloon, because clothes and hair is not the only thing for me. You know,
Yeah.
I'm trying to see where your mind is. So I'm gonna let you ask the question because you are the initial.
We're trying to see where your mind is. And the problem is, and I won't say all men, but a whole lot of men will enter a conversation or try to get to know a woman. They want to know everything about us. The whole time they are holding so many secrets. They're afraid to have a conversation or just be free because they don't want their secret to get out. They don't want to make a mistake and say not the wrong thing, but the right thing that might expose them. And I don't like that. And this is what she's trying to say. You're here. You chose this platform. You're clearly seeking to get to know somebody, but you're not saying anything. Go. Let's go.
Theater, and I'll follow that.
Okay. So what does your initial first date look like with a man?
A lot of people ask that question, and I'm going to tell you why it's not a good question for us to answer.
My initial first date is asking him where he wants to bring me. And daytime, is he a planner? So I will know kind of where he's at and what he has in store and what type of life I would be walking into. So my initial first date would be up to the man. I would not want to be the one planning that.
Yeah, okay. Well, I wasn't saying like plan, like what type of stuff would you like to do on the first date as far as
not want to be.
Here's why you don't answer that question. Either a person wants to get to know you or they don't. Don't ask me what I want to do. How will you add value into this experience? Okay. You know, a man that only wants to get certain things from you and go on to the next woman, he won't have any intentions of taking the time, because time is the most valued asset that you have, taking the time to do something for you or with you that adds value to both of your lives. So don't ask me what I want to do. Tell me what day it is, what time, and I'm showing up to be your plus one or whatever it is we're doing. Let's go. Don't be asking me what I want to do. Eventually we'll learn. Okay, my mouse is not working.
Be the one planning that.
Yeah, okay. Well, I wasn't saying like plan, like what type of stuff would you like to do on the first date as far as are you into?
I want to do what he wants to do.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm there to learn him, and I'm there to know him.
But he got to learn you too, though.
And he'll learn me when I walk into his world.
Okay. God damn. Okay.
Mm-hmm. But walk into my world first. Mm-hmm. I'm not providing a world for you. So
not at all.
My world really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It matters to the extent of what have I cultivated?
Yeah.
Have I nurtured my world? Where can my world take him, right? Mm-hmm. When I enter his world. So that's why I won't present the preconceived notion of what I want to do, because he might show me something new. And now I just limited myself.
Yeah.
So what I'm already exposed to, and I never gave him a chance to step me into his world. So
damn, okay. Can we bring her up here or what?
So yeah, listen, ain't nobody asking. Listen, yeah, we're not asking the right questions, and we're not answering them properly. So yeah, that is how we are going to start off our love segment. The sister has set the standard, and let's see if the standard has carried on. First, I want to start off with Coco Jones, or I think that's her name. She sung the Black National Anthem for the Super Bowl. And I love how, and she's currently engaged to Donovan. Hold on one second. She's currently engaged to Donovan, and it was such a sweet moment to see um, her being honored by him, being supported by him, because we don't get to see much. Donovan Mitchell and Coco Jones, we don't get to see much when it comes to Black men honoring and supporting and loving on Black women in professional athlete at professional sports. So yes, I am emphasizing that. Okay, I ain't talking about nobody else. This is about Black love right now. So either you here for it or sit down and just sip your tea. Okay, give me one moment. Here we go. So this is Coco Jones and Donovan Mitchell. This is, I think it's, yeah, this is after she sung. He gave her flowers. They had a great Valentine's Day. Y'all can go and find that footage. I just want to highlight how, even though there was so much going on and happening around them in that place, he was very intentional about her. He had a game he had to fly out and go to, I think Cleveland or somewhere. Right after this, they probably stayed for 2 quarters and they were out. But the fact that he took the time out of his day to come support her, even though they couldn't stay the whole time, it meant a lot to both of them. And they're currently engaged. Actually, this is one of the couples that were set up by Russell and Sierra. So I'm looking forward to seeing their love blossom and grow. That's her with her mom. Her mom is her manager, and I think that's her sister as well. So yeah, they were at the Super Bowl hanging out. We want to send them well wishes and hope that God blesses their union in the process. So of course, I think I share her. I'm not sure. I love to see the girls winning, and Coco is clearly winning. So that brings us to our beloved niece, y'all older cousin, Fantasia. So let's get on in here and check on Fantasia for a second. So unless you've been under a rug somewhere, you saw Fantasia's husband honor her and make her over in front of the world. This happened in Houston not too long ago. So let's watch this proposal. Give me one moment. Okay, I don't like that angle. Let me find my angle. Hold on, y'all. Chat amongst yourselves while I gather this information. There we go. Whew. I was like, I know I saved it. Hold on, I got it, y'all. Here we go. Thank you to Miss Sonia for providing me with this story and helping me pull together this information. Like I told y'all co-produced the heck out this show today. So I have to give y'all props for helping the sister out. I love it. Okay, let's go. So Fantasia had a show in Houston this past week, and we are about to see what took place.
I gotta make something right. Hey, Houston. But think this could be a moment for 11 years, on many anniversaries, many birthdays. I gotta be quick.
Now, I will say this. Since Fantasia has been married to Mr. Taylor, this is the most I've ever heard him speak. We typically see him with her at all her shows. Actually, they live here in Tampa Bay. They got a home over in one of the most prestigious areas over in South Tampa in Hyde Park. And I won't say how I know, but I know. But they have a beautiful home over there that sits off the water. But this is the most I've heard him speak in public. But that jacket is a little tight, beloved. That jacket tight as hell.
And then Valentine's, I share my angel with you. So give me some grace and share my life back with you. Just for a moment. Just for a
I love this for her. It always feels good to see Black women being respected, protected, and loved out loud. Okay? Because society has broken our community so bad till sometimes it seems irreparable. So we can't focus on the broken people or the broken pieces of our community, but I decided to focus on the things that make us whole and that we need to see more of. And we definitely need to see more love spread across our marriages.
God has been so good in our lives. We fought through so much. We prayed through so much. We fasted through so much. We're walking to a brand new home. I can't walk into that home.
Now, y'all know Fantasia was our darling, okay? She was our darling niece, our darling cousin, and she had gone through something that we were all happy to see her win in life, in love, and in her career. So this is when I first saw this, y'all, I was over here in tears. I'm like, oh, I'm so happy. Oh my God. But yeah. So shout out to her.
I gotta make something right. And all the people that we've experienced over the years, we got a blind spot. 2014, we sat, we had a conversation after 3 weeks of knowing each other. And we said, what if we get married? And we did. Listen, but you. But the one thing that's missing in our life is what you want to buy. You did. But I didn't properly propose.
One thing about me, I love to see a Black man be a man, okay? In front of all them thousands of people, that brother say, I'm about to profess my love for this queen right here. And he don't mind shedding a tear while he do it. And that part, I can respect.
One thing that I've learned is but I didn't properly propose. One thing that I've learned is when a good woman is always about the proposal. But a godly woman, she deserves one.
In case y'all did not understand what he said a good woman desires a proper proposal, but a godly woman deserves one. Then he turns around, he said, hey, bro, let me get that. Side note, I know y'all tired of me stopping, but for YouTube purposes, I have to stop and talk through the video. Side note, for those of us who wear glasses, y'all know that if we start crying, them glasses fog up. So the brother had to take them glasses off so they could unfog.
For 11 years, you woke up every morning and you chose me. For 11 years, you went to put your mother to our children. For 11 years, you fasted and prayed. So I'll give you a healing for every year.
If you didn't hear him, he said for 11 years, for 11 years. So I give you a carrot for every year you stood by my side. This man about to get her 11 carrots on her finger. Hold on. So that's our cousin. That's our cousin Fantasia. Oh my goodness. Let me get out of Facebook because Facebook's still talking. But that was our cousin Fantasia. She had an incredible love day for Valentine's Day. And I enjoyed watching that. Now, y'all know it will not be a black family. It's like sometimes it's people cannot stand to see you happy. They see you happy, they see God blessing you, they always gotta go back to, do you remember when this had what happened when? And it's like, I hate this for us. I just refuse to talk about the two sibling women, okay, that were all trending last week. I ain't talking about that mess. But lo and behold, whenever foolishness hits the internet, y'all, it's like it becomes contagious. So it wasn't enough for us to see two sisters trending on our timeline for being telling all the family business. So when Fantasia had her moment, one of her family members, and I'm gonna let y'all see, one of her family members came out from nobody. Now here you go. So I'm gonna let y'all see. I literally am speechless. I am speechless that this person did this, because I'm like, what in the hell? Like, I'm speechless. And I love Fantasia so much, I'm not going to go all the way in. Like my reflexes and emotions are telling me to do. I ain't going to do it, but I'm going to let y'all do it. So y'all down there in the chat, do what y'all supposed to be doing right now. So Fantasia had a great moment. Her husband honored her in front of the world, gifted her some amazing bouquet of roses, and an 11 karat ring had her in tears. He was in tears. Out of nowhere, y'all. It be your own family. Her daddy, Joseph Barino, blast Kendall Taylor after Texas proposal stunt. Fake cry bull crap. Y'all pray for her. Fantasia, if daddy don't go somewhere and sit down and call a family meeting, why is we on the internet though? Call a family meeting. Why you had to get on the internet and bust this girl bubble? Let's go.
My phone rang and I start getting texts about a video. It's out. Hey, pretty girl. God's been so good in our lives.
Nobody. Here come the daddy. He got something to say. Now, I'm not against fathers speaking up for their daughters, but why did you have to do it then? Like, there was no moments before this that you could have straightened out your son-in-law? You had to take the shine and the light off of your daughter?
We thank you so much. We praise you so much. We fast you so much. We're going to walk into a brand new home. Now, I can't walk into that home with you. I got to make something right. And all of you that we've experienced over the years, we got a blind spot. 2014, we sat in that conversation after 3 weeks of knowing each other. And we said, what do we like?
Okay, I don't want to watch the whole video again. I thought it was going to go to the dad telling the story. So let's read the commentary on this. Okay, so according to the North Carolina Beat, it says, just when folks were still swooning over the emotional Valentine's Day moment in Houston, drama has entered the chat and is coming straight from Fantasia's own father. The father of North Carolina's native and Grammy Award-winning singer Fantasia Barrino is speaking out loudly after her husband, Kendall Taylor, got down on one knee and asked if he could continue being her husband, gifting her with an 11-carat diamond ring in front of a packed out crowd. What looked like a fairy tale moment to fans has now turned into something else. Fantasia's father, Joseph Barrino, took to social media Sunday afternoon and did not hold back. In a Facebook post, Joseph called the emotional display a stunt and accused Kendall of being manipulative. Woo, child. Woo, child, honey. Fake cry bull crap has given back some he's given back some of the missing money. The fired financial committee says he's probably stole that. Okay, hold on. It's written so crazy. He's giving back some of the missing money. The fired financial committee says he's probably stole. Okay, pause. So apparently, Fantasia had a committee governing her finances, right? And money went missing. So what they're saying is him giving her the roses in the ring is he bought it with the stolen money that he stole from his wife. That's the accusation, allegedly. That they couldn't account for. Y'all pray for Fantasia. I hate this for her. And then he goes on to say, I was told a week ago or so by the financial person that was fired from her camp that they were running up on him, Kendall, because there was money missing. Fantasia's father said in this video, and there was no paper trail on his part. The other folk got fired, but he got her, the financial person, fired. So they said Kendall, everybody thought that he was spending the money, so everybody got fired except Fantasia's husband. There's those scenarios or allegations. Joseph made it clear he felt obligated as a father to shout it out, saying he would be less of a dad if he stayed silent. No, sir. You would not be less of a dad, but you are less of a dad that you put this on the internet. You could have called your daughter. You could have drove up over there. You could have flew to Tampa. She has a home still in North Carolina. You could have called a family meeting, got on Facebook group or something, and talked to her. You didn't have to come and make this public display of coonery and buffoonery for the world to see and put a stain on your daughter's happiness. And see, this is why a lot of people just don't share their life online, because for real, you do have sometimes family members who are worse than enemies. They go out their way to ruin your happiness. I'm not going to play the video because it looks like they're going to make us go through the whole video all over again to get to her father. Let me see. Yeah, so y'all can go over to the North Carolina beat over on Instagram to see the whole video. But I'm just disappointed in her dad. Like, narcissistic parents are a real thing. And if you know something about narcissistic personalities, you know that a narcissist, and a lot of times y'all don't even know that y'all are in the presence of one. Sometimes what narcissists do, they are so focused on keeping everything about them, being the center of attention, making everything about them, that they will go out their way. If you're about to have a moment, say a wedding, a birthday party, achievement in your life, the narcissist will create a moment that takes the air out the room. In other words, that will burst your balloon. And if you've ever experienced that, understand that they won't stop. And you really have to distance yourself from a person like that and no longer keep them around you, especially on your special moments. And I hate that for Fantasia. I don't know if her dad is low-key upset that she don't give him enough money or what. But this is terrible. Like, it's disturbing to know that you can be out there, you against the world, and then you have some family members that are worse than enemies. I don't like that. Fathers are supposed to protect their girls, and this was not protecting her. This is really disheartening to me. But still, I don't know what's going on in her marriage, but what I do see, I like. Okay? And it's not for us to figure out, because that's their marriage. I don't even know why her daddy had the nerve to come out and say something. But what y'all talking about? Samir said, I thought he was good to her. About how he took care of her when she was pregnant. Yes, absolutely. Miss Chapman, hey, welcome. Oh, it's okay. We still live. We still live. Yes, thank you for helping me with a lot of the research. Magnolia Flower says we need to be focused on the. Okay. So Magnolia, shout out to you and thank you for joining the chat. I'm not sure if you're subscribed, but I do have it open to the public. So since you're here, go ahead and tap that like button and subscribe to the channel. Oh, so Magnolia wants a moment, and I'm going to give it to them, y'all. She said, or he said, we need to be focused on the Epstein files rather than focusing on this. So tired of our Black people being torn down when the white tea people getting away with dating little. Okay. I'm not sure if you're new here, but so I'll ask you this, and I would suggest this to you, Magnolia Flowers. I'm not sure if you have a YouTube account. I see you have a YouTube account, but I will say this. Go ahead and go live on your channel and focus on the Epstein files if that's what you want to do. I'm sure your input will be more enlightened than what I have to say about the Epstein files. I hope it's clear. And if you do, invite me so that I can come over there and get well informed, okay? God bless you. I've already listen. Oh Lord, y'all pray for me, because see, I have been doing good. People have been coming over here saying crazy stuff in my comments, and I've just been screenshotting and deleting the comments. But I don't know. People gonna be people. People gonna be people. But listen, thank you so much for coming over here. I appreciate you in the chat. And I ain't gonna be mean, y'all. It's 2026. I'm really working on me, right? So we don't have to be confrontational, and we don't have to be disrespectful, Magnolia Flowers. I appreciate you for that. But what I am saying is that's not, I don't do politics over here. But what I am building is a community for women. And you're going to be more than welcome to join our Discord for women. Okay. So, and we can talk about whatever you want to talk about. But right here today on my show, it's been co-produced by a lot of people, and they happen to be in the chat today. So shout out to Charnette Chapman. She helped produce the Shedeur segment. And shout out to Sonia Powell. She produced and helped produce this Fantasia segment. Oh, we got going. And if Portia's still here, she helped produce the doggone, what we call him, the weirdo pastor segment. So listen, this not a one woman show today. This is about y'all. This is the sisterhood. So you are more than welcome to contact me via email. Share with me what you want to do. We can work it out. We can work out how we're gonna do this research and bring it back to the people. In fact, I invite you to click the link and be a part of the show, honey. You can come up here. So with that being said, y'all, let's move on. How y'all doing? Casamia, I ain't about to do that today. I just got through going in. Okay, today we ain't doing that. We finished with that part. They got to scroll back. So let's keep it moving, y'all. Let's keep it moving. Everybody show some love to Magnolia Flowers. Oh my goodness. So y'all, it's been a couple of weeks. And we haven't really, and this has sat on my heart since it started, came in the news. Falcons defensive end James Pierce Jr. is facing a minimum of 5 years in prison. So I have had time to think about this, be angry, calm down, think about this, be angry some more, calm down, process this information, and become reasonable when I speak about it. Because when it first happened, I was highly emotional. I'm not even finna hold y'all. I was highly emotional because what the hell? Okay. What are we doing? And see, I mean this when I say, if we don't take care of ourselves in our best interest, nobody else is going to. Okay? So it was disturbing to me to see men all over the internet try to justify what took place. And there's no way to justify this. No way to justify this. And it's not that we were not there. The camera showed what happened. The report said what happened. Right? I'm trying to find the actual report. Okay, hold on. They called this man an attempted. Here we go. Okay. I just had to get to it so that I can put it on the screen. And it's so small, y'all. Let me try to make it bigger. It's so small. Okay. So let me share my screen. I'm going to have to read it off my phone. So if you're just getting here, I'm Discerning Goddess. And right now we are talking about Rikea Jackson and James Pierce. So I'm going to read the report, and then I'm going to share other people's perspective, because I feel like this is a triggering segment for me, and I'm going to try to keep it reasonable and be a little bit professional if I can. So let's go. So on your screen is some of the reports of what panned out, what happened. So let's get into that for a moment. Give me a second. I have to here we go. I'm here. So it says Pierce is facing felony counts of aggravated battery with a deadly weapon and felony counts of aggravated stalking. Other charges include fleeing and eluding police officers, aggravated battery of a law enforcement officer, also felonies, and a misdemeanor count of resisting an officer without violence to his person. Okay, let's pause for a second. So I don't know if I have any law enforcement people in the chat, but if you're here, please join the conversation. Aggravated battery, okay, that's a felony with a deadly weapon and a felony count aggravated battery stalker. Okay, let me keep going. Jackson told, and this is Rikea Jackson. Rikea Jackson told the police that she and Pierce dated for about 3 years, but recently ended their relationship. Jackson blocked Pierce's phone number to avoid contact with him, but he used an alternate number to text her. A Friday afternoon text from Jackson told Pierce to leave her alone and that she wanted nothing to do with him. Now, this is the question I'm gonna ask y'all. What do y'all think? And see, this is just for entertainment purposes, this question. So all the serious responses, people telling us to get out people's business, I don't want you in my chat right now. So for entertainment purposes, and as aunties, uncles, moms, and dads, what y'all think happened? Why that girl told him that she don't want nothing to do with him no more? What could have happened based on what we know and what played out? Come on. And the text messages from Pierce continued through Friday into Saturday morning. Jackson showed the messages to the police. Those messages have not been released, though. It's interesting. I want to know what those messages say. The Falcons issued a statement Saturday night saying they are gathering more information. Pierce, who finished third in the AP NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year voting for the NFL honors, the affidavit stated that the photographs of Jackson's vehicle showed damage consistent with her account. The Dorrell police officers responded to the scene after Jackson called. According to the affidavit, they saw Pierce standing on the outside of his SUV on the driver's side with the door open. The officer pulled up the officer pulled a gun on Pierce and ordered him to get on the floor. Pierce got back in his car, closed the door, and the officer opened the door, but Pierce shut it again, locked it, and drove away. While Pierce was driving away, the SUV struck an officer in his left knee. Now, if you're just getting here, police officers' knee injuries can end their career. They can no longer drive in the cars, work through the neighborhood, or any of that. So if his knee injury is career ending, that's enough. Okay, that's enough. That is one thing police officers don't want, is a knee injury, y'all. That can end their career early. The affidavit describes it as an attempt to evade arrest. Police found Pierce's vehicle and car. The police followed Pierce's vehicle and cars until Pierce crashed at an intersection. Pierce then got out of his car and fled on foot. Officers were able to catch up with him through Pierce, began to resist arrest by tensing his arms and not allowing officers to apprehend him. This was some ghetto raggedy mess. You hear me? This was some ghetto raggedy mess. Because for one, he left the Pro Bowl. His mama done said good words about him and all kind of stuff. And I'm finna pull that up too. Because mamas are part of the problem. Give me a moment. Because y'all know y'all sons be crazy as hell. Crazy as hell. And you never held them accountable in life. So now he's going in relationships, creating havoc in somebody's daughter's life. But we're going to listen to what this mama had to say about her son. Said to him since this incident happened, because this is embarrassing. Very embarrassing. I'm sorry, y'all. I had that overlay up. So let's go. Miss Pierce mama, let's see what you have to say, sis. Let's see what you have to say. Let me know when y'all can see it. So this is James Pierce's mother speaking just the day before. The day before. So let's go.
I am so proud of all that my son has accomplished, but I'm even prouder of the man that he has become. James has a heart of gold.
She says she's proud of the man he's become. Now, I'm going to say to him, your mother got in front of the world and said the kindest things about you. And you left that event and went and showed your natural. You literally made her turn every word about you into a lie.
Deep love for family and friends, and a true resilience in the face of love for family and friends. James has a heart of gold, deep love for
a heart of girl,
family and friends, and a true resilience in the face of doubt. Junior man, you have so much success ahead.
A part of me, it appears that what she's saying, she does not believe. From what I can see, it doesn't look like she even believes what she's saying about her son. But let's go.
I love you, son.
I don't know. Y'all, I'm going to try to be nice. But let me tell you something. I don't like niggas who beat on women. I don't like men who beat on women. I'm prefacing. If you put your hands on a woman, you really ain't shit. Okay? And you deserve everything evil that life has to give you. That's all I'm saying. And I don't like people who abuse children. So let's go. We finna go on to the next. I'm gonna stop talking because I don't have nothing nice to say. I'm just gonna tell y'all right now. Somebody might be mad at me. Okay, so I'm cutting through a lot of this because for the sake of time. Men all over the internet trying to justify his behavior and what he did and how he treated Rikea. Like, you walked up to her door, tried to open it in traffic, then she drives off and you collide and crash your car into hers. Oh, child. But shout out to this one brother who stood in a room full of men and held him accountable in those rooms full of men, held them accountable as well. I love to see it. So this was on the Speak Easy show. There was a segment where they were talking about him. And they titled it Course Correcting for Victims of DV is equally as important. And it is. Because let me tell you something. And to most black men, I'm going to say all because he represent y'all right now. Y'all like to do stuff, but you don't want to stand up in the consequences and be accountable for what you have done. Specifically to black women. We are the last on the totem pole, and men know that. And so they feel like a black woman's life, her reputation and image is not worth them being respectful or being kind and considerate or just being civil. So no, I don't respect men who find a reason to make excuses for shit like this. Let's go.
But on behalf of Rikea Jackson, y'all have said things like, this could have ended significantly worse. This could ruin your career. This could be detrimental to your future. You got to be better. These are all things that I would tell Rikea Jackson. Rikea needs to know that.
I love that he is holding the room accountable. Hold them accountable. Hold them accountable, beloved. He is holding the whole room accountable. And it's a shame when only one black man shows up for a woman that's clearly been violated.
She is more valuable than this. You are more important than this situation. If you see how he shrugged off 6-7 cops, imagine what he could do to you if he decides to. If he had gotten his hands on you.
That's my point. That's my point that I'm getting to, but I'm gonna go ahead and address it now. This is what we saw. This, if it wasn't for Rikea, go ahead and putting this out here, she tried to do it on her own. She tried to go no contact with this dude. He left a whole professional event, flew across the country from San Francisco to Miami. That's straight across the country, honey, to go and wreak havoc on this young lady's life. Entitled and non-accountable, because whatever occurred in their relationship, she ended it, and he felt like it wasn't over until he says it's over. And my point is this: if he did all of this out in the open, what was he doing for 3 years behind closed doors? And I'm gonna leave that up to the chat. If he was doing all of this out in the open, crashing into her car, running the police over, resisting arrest, if he did that in broad daylight, it took like 8 to 10 police officers to get him stable and subdued and handcuffs on him. What the hell was he doing behind closed doors to Rikea Jackson in those 3 years? That's my question for the chat.
There are things that I would tell my daughter, like, you are more valuable than this. You have a career. You are also a professional athlete. You can ruin your career by allowing him to do these types of things. So you need to get out and you need to leave. That's, for me, first and foremost. Another thing.
That is true. Rikea is a professional athlete. Her image is just as important as he is. Let me get up and grab some water. Hold on. Her image is just as important as his. But yet and still, as women, we protect men. Let me tell y'all something. Not just as women. In any situation where something is being done wrong, when you remain quiet, you give them strength to keep doing it. She remained quiet throughout their relationship simply because of her professional career and image and his. The fact that she cut it off and went no contact, that protected him. That wasn't enough. He was too silly to see that her leaving him quietly and wanting to quietly disband their relationship was protection for him. Okay, that's one point. My next point is, by her being a professional athlete, right? 1, a black woman. 2, or maybe 1 and 2 in reverse, a tall black woman of a brown skinned black woman. These are 4 things that had she called the police or spoken about prior to that, people would not have taken her serious, because they were like, girl, you 6'4", girl, you can't fight, all of that. People don't take it serious when a woman speaks up in that way. She's an athlete, she's tall, she's big, she's just as big as him. Why she didn't fight back? Which are things should never be said, but those are things to consider when I ask the question, what was going on behind closed doors for 3 years? That girl was suffering in silence.
I don't think these situations call for reactivity, they call for proactivity. We need to be telling young black men, this is a no-no from the jump, from the age that you start walking.
Exactly.
walking and talking to the age that you can actually do harm to another person, especially a woman.
Yeah.
That needs to be told. So I don't want to hear, oh, let's call him up and tell him woo, woo, woo. He should already have been told his whole life.
Should have been know that. Should have been knowing that since he was 4 years old. He should have been taught that since he was 4 years old, how to handle little girls. And then as he grew up, how to handle young ladies, how to remove himself from situations, what not to do, right? But if he was taught that, he don't care. It didn't matter.
Put your hands on a woman.
What if he hasn't though?
If he hasn't, then the conversation needs to be his.
Okay, and here we go with the gaslighting. But what if he hasn't though? You don't know. Yeah, but what if he hasn't though? Y'all sitting y'all asses up on panels and on shows trying to create narratives that she did something to deserve what he did to her. And this is the type of shit that I get frustrated with, because how dare you all disregard what he did to that young lady and make up excuses and stories to try to push it out of the way. He can't get rid of running a police over, It's traffic lights and cameras all over now. The evidence will show him getting out, trying to break into her car. The evidence will show him ramming into her vehicle as she tried to get away to safety. Okay? So if he did all that, I'm putting a whole income tax check on it. He done hit that girl before. And I'm not going to say allegedly.
Or urgent, yeah, for sure. But I'm just saying it needs to start sooner than after it happens, because had he gotten his hands on her, had he swerved the wheel a little bit too much and he crashed and died or killed somebody else, the situation could have ended much worse.
Hello, Apostle. I love you.
Child, y'all get on my nerve. All these excuses to not hold a grown man accountable for his reckless behavior. Let me get over here and see what y'all talking about. What y'all? Oh my God. Y'all, I wasn't looking at the chat. I was just over there on another tab just talking. Yes. If she was another, listen, Trigger is beyond. That's why it took me so long to talk about it, because I knew I wasn't gonna be able to hold it together. But yeah, had she been a white girl married to with a NFL football player, baby, he would have been out of the NFL right now. They'd have been kicked him out to the curb. His career would be over, honey. Not until further notice, effective immediately. But because she's a black girl, she don't need justice. That's crazy. That's what they do. But let me tell you something. It's up to me. I'm going to say something about it. So, one more video on that, because people are pissed off. And to bring y'all up to date, she is cooperating with the police officers. She is cooperating, and she will be talking to the DA's office and possibly testifying in court. So her attorneys have told them to keep them posted, okay? Keep them posted on what the whereabouts are and how this plans out. And shout out for her for being bold enough to do so. It said, use his car to collide with hers head on. He really could have killed her. People were outraged. And this little picture of him is sickening. It's like he is demon possessed. Let me show y'all this one picture. It just made my skin crawl. I'm for real. I honestly, I would love to hear from Rikea. I just changed my earpieces and mic. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Mic check. Put a 1 in the chat, or let me know if y'all can hear me down below. So let me know if y'all can hear me. Mic check. I hate this delay though. It's such a bad delay. It's literally like 20, 30-second delay over here. Okay, here we go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I don't want to keep talking if y'all can't hear me. So this picture of him, y'all, this man look demon possessed. I would love, Rikea, this is your internet auntie, sending you love and hugs. But I want to know, what did you see in him, honey? He looked like he ain't got it all together. And no disrespect to anybody with mental health, but he looked like he been on meds all his life. To me, he looked like he been on meds all his life. Let me tell y'all something. I know I got a big mouth and I say all kind of crazy shit, but I ain't stupid, I ain't dumb, and I ain't crazy. I know crazy when I see it though, and I know when to get the hell away from somebody that's crazy, that look crazy. Okay? So I just want to know what she saw in him. And you didn't see the red flags, just as red as the shirt he got on, girl, that you were supposed to not get serious with him. You got to be able to identify a crazy ass when you see one. And that ain't good. That ain't good for business, and that ain't good for you. Honey, I ain't trying to tell all my business, but baby, I done back skated, moonwalked up out of some conversations. You hear me? It won't be me. But this young lady says, so he tried to kill his girlfriend after stalking her, rammed his car into an officer's knee, and wrestled with officers and gets out on bond. Yeah, girl, they let him go because it was a black girl. It was a black girl. If it would have been a white girl, child, he'll still be in jail. So just now it says James Cruz made his first court appearance in the jail cell. The judges issued the Atlanta Falcons linebacker a total bond of $20,500. I don't know. And then a stay away order from the alleged victim. So he can't contact her. And what that means is he can't come around her, he can't call her, and he cannot have a third-party person reach out to her on his behalf. So he can act crazy if he wants to and violate. Rikea, use every tool and resources at your person. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And I don't know how you set up over there for 3 years and you not no certified carrier, honey. Because I'll be damned if somebody put their hands on me and their mama won't be passing peppermints turning dirt over. It is time to have different conversations with our daughters. The first one is we keep our hands to ourselves. We are not the aggressors. Don't you put your hands on nobody's son. Okay? Keep your hands to yourself. If it get that heated, I need you to leave. Get your pocketbook and go. I don't care if it's your house. Walk out the door and leave. Call your daddy them, your uncle them, or your cousin and them to go get the girl out your house. Okay? Then, yeah. So since people like to put hands on each people, because see, the only type of men, in my opinion, that love to hit on women are men that ain't no real men. They just as nice to each other, girl. They just the best friends with the men. But when a woman comes into the equation, they're nasty. They just disrespectful. They're violent towards women. And that's so sus. I ain't even get into that. Because if you look at a man that lives an alternative lifestyle, he only live for real. Look at all the men on the internet that do commentary, that get into it with women. They are openly flamboyant. You know, I'm choosing my language very carefully. They're openly flamboyant. They are misogynistic when it comes to black women, and they are very antagonistic and pessimistic and aggressive towards black women. But those are the openly flamboyant men. But when you come across a so-called masculine man who does it, it's triggering in the system. Why are you like this? I understand why the little flamboyant dude over there that wear wig and makeup, I understand why he acts like that. But you, my guy, those are serious red flags. Yeah. And on that note, Y'all, I hate to go, but I'm gonna have to make a hard stop. And we're gonna come back and we're gonna deal with Pastor Weirdo. And that story came from Portia. Portia, I'm so sorry I can't get to your segment today, girl. I'm so sorry. I gotta make a hard stop. Let me see what y'all got going on over here. That's what it is. Psychopathic behavior. Listen, empty. He has no regard for life. He absolutely was going. Yes, yes. This was terrible. And to anybody that has daughters, that have nieces, I have beautiful daughters, beautiful nieces, little cousins. I would not wish this on any of them. And my children already know, because I already told them, if you call me, know that it will be handled. So be very mindful when you call your mama. And you can put anything in the word handle, whether I get the officials involved or I call people to get it involved, but it will be handled. So they're very mindful when they call me, because they know once you call me, once you open that up, there's no closing the door. You got your mama involved now. Peter D something. Okay, now when we coming back? Okay, what is today? Today is Tuesday. And see, the reason why Tuesdays work for me, y'all, because it's a longer day. I don't have to stop and get children out of daycare. For those of you who are new here, yes, I am a foster mom of 3 little beautiful babies. And so typically I will come live when they are not home. But Tuesdays are a longer day for me because they have, they're not in the house. They don't get home until this evening. So, but still, I do have a meeting that I need to get online and have. So, and according to this, we have been live now for, how long we been on here? 2 hours, 26 minutes. Okay, I guess we can do Pastor Weirdo. Y'all just want to get into Pastor Weirdo. Okay, share this live. Come on, we'll start talking about it. Get me up to 20 viewers, because y'all want to hear what I have to say about Pastor Weirdo PDO. Because, honey, what church y'all going to? What kind of pastors y'all following where y'all have these people arching these young men's eyebrows and stuff? What is going on in the church? I need all the church people in the chat. I need the church people to come over here and explain some things to me. Yes, I need all the church people to come explain. Come on. The doors of the church meeting is open. We need to come over here and talk about one of y'all apostles, okay? So-called apostles. Why this man over here? Oh, Lord have mercy. So today's segment, talking about Pastor T.D. McNote. I hope I said that. Is it McNote or McNut? I don't know. But I call him T.D. McNasty, Pastor Pedo. That's what he is over here, because what in the actual hell was going on over there? What he was doing to that baby. So, by now, you all have probably saw the videos. Y'all saw people's take on it or whatever. But I'm gonna give you my thoughts on this situation. So while I queue up these videos, just to give you some background, I am over 25 years as a government employee. I spent a lot of that time working in child protection and community health and the Department of Family and Children's and other aspects where we support families with children. So when I say things, it's coming from, I always tell people I don't put nothing past anybody. when you become a manager, or if you work in any industry or retail or whatever, especially in retail, when you get dependent on people to have some type of integrity, and then it's not just the people that walk in the store that shoplifts. You have sometimes employees that help with the shrinkage, if you know what I mean. Those of you who are in retail, we know what shrinkage is. It's inventory that is unaccounted for, that has not come across the counter. Um, so the only way to investigate that is to take closer looks at your employees. So when you have so-called employees dedicated to the job and you find out that they are assisting with the shrinkage by helping people come in and walk out the store with merchandise. So I don't put nothing past nobody, especially when I have seen people, from regular people to people who hold themselves in the highest esteem, be it their position in society or their title and their jobs. They can be public service workers, firemen, police officers. We see it all the time with teachers when they violate young people that they should be protecting. And because of that age difference in the maturity, those children are not old enough to make those mature decisions. So in this case, I'm not shocked, because I have seen many cases where it involves people in the religious sector that have inappropriate behavior or flat out done things to children. So when I see stuff like this, I'm not looking as a person with fresh eyes. I'm looking at it from the angle of, I have seen this before. I've seen children that act like that before. I've seen people that they can get caught red-handed and sit there and cry and tell and scream the name of Jesus and tell you they didn't do it. So yeah, I have seen stuff like this before. So let's get into the initial video real quick. You'll see. Hold on. Let's get into the initial video real quick. Give me one moment. So for the sake of time, I'm not going to read all of that, because many of us are caught up on this already. But what I wanted to do was see their videos. So let's get into the videos, and I will be pausing. Okay, so it was the birthday morning for this child, and
Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
And what the internet is most concerning, they want you to keep an eye on the hand of the man. Watch his hand, the hidden hand, the hand that is to your left, to the hidden hand, the underhand. And watch the weird behavior from his mom too. Like, they enter the room and wake him up out his sleep, and this is how they woke him up for his birthday.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you!
Okay, look at the body language of the young boy. His legs, he is in the fetal position. And I am guessing he's in the fetal position because he's trying to protect his private area. You can't see that man's hand. Now, they could have easily switched sides. Like, when they came in the room, he could have said, "Go, you move on that side, I'll do this." But I'm pretty sure, based on my experience with these type of mindsets and these evil personalities of pedophiles, they are very strategic on what they do and how they do it, so they can later come back and justify, make an excuse, and manipulate the whole narrative. Okay, this is a predator 101. He's a predator and he's good at it. So this baby is in the fetal position, trying to keep his private areas his own privates. Okay? That man, the mom can't see it because she's in the back. And I want to know who's filming it. It's probably the older brother who's in love with the man because he professes love for this man. It's probably the older brother. But he is really fondling that baby. His only one arm is moving. The arm that you see, that's the arm moving. But you see that other one up under that boy leg. Go ahead. Did you see that? Did you see him rub that baby on his inner thigh? That's not a mistake, y'all. Look at his mama take and pull his drawers up the crack of his behind. Look. I don't play like that. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't play like that. Keep your hands off my children and any baby or child that's affiliated with me. I don't play like that. Some people think it's cute. They think it's funny. Oh, I'm just playing, baby. Find somebody else to play with because I will end you playing with mine. I don't play like that. And his mama, something must be wrong with her. She must be special ed, a grown autistic adult. And I don't mean this in a bad way. What I am saying is she has to be intelligently delayed to think that what she was doing was appropriate. Even to a certain point, intelligent, delayed adults that live in those group homes, they know right from wrong. Because at a certain point, they hide and they do what they do, and then they come out. I'm telling you what I know. My mother used to work at a group home for special needs children, and I will never forget Pablo. Never forget Pablo. I went to work with my mama one summer because she used to make me go to work with her every summer, and it was Pablo. That was his name. He was a Latino special needs young man, and he was grown. He was grown. I remember he had hair on his face and everything. And I probably was 12 or 13, probably was 11. And my mama told me, she said, don't you go around that corner, you watch out for him. Boom, boom, boom. Cool. And I'm just walking around the group home, just doing group home stuff, looking at pictures, playing with their little special toys, waiting on my mama so I can go. And this boy, he couldn't talk. He didn't even have a speech impediment. He just made noises. But he had sense enough to know to move away from the population of the house and try to get my attention. And he would gesture to me to come in his room, y'all. And I was like, I would look, and my mama would be gone, and I wouldn't move off that sofa now. Then when he realized I would not come off the sofa, he stood on the other side of the wall and began to touch himself. And I got up and ran and told my mama. So I said all that to say this. Even special needs children know right from wrong. Because if he didn't know better, he would have did it in the open. And he would never try to sneak me away from the general public of that house. So his mama, this lady, she has to be intellectually delayed to sit there and think that it was okay to give her son a wedgie in front of an open camera and think that it was going to be well received. Let's go.
Happy birthday! Hey, happy birthday to you! Hallelujah!
Why are they popping him on his butt? Now, this child is very uncomfortable. So much so that he knows that right now I really can't even pull the blanket over myself because there's a dominating personality there that's just going to pull the blanket off of him.
Hey.
So they're screaming happy birthday, and he's sitting there weeping. in embarrassment, weeping in pain, weeping from being violated. And they're saying happy birthday. That's why it's called Pastor Weirdo.
Hey now. Yes, you is. Hey now.
That pedophile pastor, what he called himself a pastor, he is nothing but a predator and a pedophile. Look, y'all. This is why you don't send your children nowhere. And to my understanding, this is their cousin. Their mama and that man are cousins, but it's a very weird relationship that them two have. And so for whatever reason, she sent her sons to be raised by the cousin. Because apparently the fathers are not in their life. But what I tell people, keep your children. Don't leave your stop leaving your children with people. I don't care. When I say stop leaving your children with people, stop leaving your children with people. I don't care if they're babies or teenagers. Structure your life in a way that is you that's supervising and holding on and keeping your children, because things happen to children. Maybe not all the time, but I'm telling you, when they are not with you, it's not the same. Stop leaving your children with people. And later on in that child's life, they start talking about what happened to them. And then the moms be trying to absolve themselves from accountability because I didn't know, but you left them with people. You left them with people. Stop leaving your children with people. I don't care if they family, friends, or whoever. Stop leaving them with people. He couldn't take it no more. He got up and got out the bed.
Hey, boy, what you doing? That's right, go to sleep. You beat up yourself.
I want to know what's so damn funny.
Oh. Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
That weirdo pastor is creeping me out, y'all. This is creeping me out. There's no way else to put it. Like, this is so inappropriate. So inappropriate. And it's disturbing that the mom is sitting there helping him fondle her child. So look at the man's hand. Now, it's this hand that's between this young baby's legs. He done took the cover out. The boy done covered himself up with the blanket. This man done jumped on him, threw a leg over there, and put the other hand between his legs.
Yeah.
Okay, I told y'all I work with CPS. I've been a part of both sides of CPS, okay? But one of the things we teach parents in predator proofing their children is teaching them the importance of personal space. And when you teach your children that there are certain things you teach your children, two things you teach your children: we don't sit on people's laps and we don't play the tickle game. I can promise you 100% of the time while I'm sitting in court or I have to do a forensic interview, I don't know if y'all know what a forensic interview is. When you have a conversation with a child that there has been a report of certain types of abuses. So we have to do a forensic interview in a way that children think that they are just having a conversation. So 100% of the cases, 100%, y'all, of those cases, children say that the person was tickling them or wrestling with them. And that is when they first remember them having contact with their private parts. So for those of you who may not know that, I want you to take this away. Take it away with you today. And understand that it could be completely innocent, but we have to teach our children to have boundaries and teach them to speak up for themselves. Typically, predators do not prey on children who are vocal. It's typically the child that's quiet and unseemly doesn't talk that much. And if they do prey on the child that's vocal, it's done in a very aggressive way. but tickling and wrestling is how they were first introduced to inappropriate touching. 100% of the time, sitting in court listening and conducting a forensic interview. They just violated their child's personal space the entire time. I feel bad for them because let me get over here and see what y'all talking about. This is wild. This is wild. But yeah. So that's that first video. We're gonna go into another one. Okay. So that young baby, he had just turned 14, I think. That was his birthday morning. He was turning 14 years old. There are three brothers. So the next one is the oldest brother. And I'm gonna try to keep my comments to myself on this one. And y'all let me know in the chat what y'all think. I think they turned the comments off. But let's go. It says, this is how T.D. McNote's nephew Cameron speaks about him, claiming they are in a relationship. He's manipulating them with the word of God. That is Stockholm Syndrome signs, according to the person whose account this is. But let's go.
Apostle, I love you, and you are stellar. You are the best person I know. You are.
Look at the eyebrows. Look at the eyebrows. That baby said, I love you. You are stellar. He said, hello, Pastor. I love you. I'm going to stop. It ain't his fault. But let me keep going.
Apostle, I love you, and you are stellar. You are the best person I know. You are incomparable. You are second to no one, and there is no one I would rather be in a relationship with.
He said, you are second to no one, and there's no one I'd rather be in a relationship with, baby. Is you talking about your guardian, your pastor, or your man? This is very alarming. Very alarming.
There's no one I would rather have as my spiritual father, as my uncle, as my father. There's no one I would rather be under. The example that you are, the example.
Okay, so he said there's no one he would rather be under, and that can be taken any way you think, literally or figuratively, honey. Because when it comes to trauma, a lot of times people don't understand this is what forensic interviewing does. Although the person is saying one thing, we are looking at several things that are happening during that conversation. Body language, eye movement, just the word and context. Because when you're traumatized or when you have been groomed, they've been groomed to present a certain way, but things are still coming up in them trying to cover it up. So we know when it's a lie, when it's not the truth, when something is inconclusive in that conversation that we're having with the teenagers, so that's what a forensic interview does.
That you show every single day, how you are, your authenticity, and how you are willing and you're going to stand on who you are. You're not going to let anyone try to change you. You're not going to let anything change you, and you're not changing for no one.
Y'all heard what the older brother had to say.
Oh, God.
This is the younger brother. Ooh, child, honey. Y'all better keep up with y'all children.
Yeah, go on, let me see you do it. Pop it. Oh, come on. Look at that. Yeah, pop it hard, Jonathan Jr. Boom, boom, boom. That's it. Yeah,
Can somebody tell me what the hell is happening here? I don't even know what this is.
Faithful. Ooh, yes, Lord. What what you been doing at your mama house or your daddy house?
It's mama house and he.
Oh God.
So the pastor has entered the bathroom while one of these children are taking a shower. And he's so weird. He doesn't even realize this stuff is inappropriate. And sometimes when you're dealing with a psychopath like this, a predator, they begin to believe the stuff that they're doing is right and righteous. In this case, this man is a so-called pastor. He thinks he can do all this stuff without consequence, honey. Let's go.
I ain't gonna say.
Oh, child, he done took the boys out to get a pedicure. Let's go.
That's water behind her.
That's why I asked y'all, like, I need church people to come and help me understand. Is this what y'all doing in church these days? Is this what's happening? Because this looks traumatic. This really looks traumatic. So he takes them to the barbershop, and all of the boys have perfectly arched eyebrows, not shaped. I know there are some men that will get their natural brows shaped, but these babies got arched eyebrows, honey. This is how I be drawing on my eyebrows over here, honey. Just like this. Who taught that baby how to sit like that? Who teaching these babies how to sit like this? Now, this last picture right here took me all the way out because this is Pastor McNasty, Mr. P3DO, okay? And he is actually a pastor that serves over a congregation. And this is the picture he took with the brothers. Y'all, if your pastor show up to church like this, I really want an invitation. I'm just intrigued. I'm intrigued, baby. If this is what the pastor is doing on the pulpit, unless it's just one of those, this is a hard conversation to have, because if he's a part of the community, the LGBTQIA community, and there is another part of it that they're trying to make legal, and that's the pedo community. They're trying to add all of that together. The LGBTQIA pedo, the P stands, they're trying to add a P to it. They've been fighting to add that P to it. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, so that pedophilia can be legalized. So, but if that's his community, that's fine. But children, and I don't want to go too deep, but those type of people, they say love is love, and they have permission to love children beyond caring for them, making sure they have a roof over their head, food in their body, decent place to live, all of that. They see it should be legal to have a actual relationship with children. Y'all do with that information what you want. But yeah, I was first sent this, and he ended up, oh God, he ended up getting arrested, and we're gonna just fast forward this whole story. He ended up getting arrested for abuse, physical abuse, I think, and then it went viral. Everybody started digging into his background, but why is this man taking care of somebody's sons? I don't know. Maybe I'm old school. I really don't understand. I don't know everything, but I will say this. If this was a case on my desk, Question, you need to be up here because I would love to hear your take, beloved. If this was a case on my desk, I would be strongly fighting for these children to get out of that house. I'm serious. His church is not like churchy. It's more what people consider a cult, because This is so hard for me to talk about. Portia, this your segment. You want to come up here if I drop this link? I would love to engage in a conversation with you, Queen. This is hard to have, but what I'll say from my professional standpoint, if this was a case on my desk, I would definitely be fighting to keep these children out of the home, and we would be doing a full-fledged investigation. I would be ordering and asking the judge for forensic interviews and forensic examinations on all of those children in the house. Also, what I am finding out, and it's on the internet, y'all, but for the sake of time, we're not going to go into it. There are victims coming out. And the words of my grandmother is going to listen. There are victims outside of the three nephews or cousins. There are older men or older young men, like in their 20s, that are also coming out speaking about how they were groomed by this pastor. Yes, they are. And so this is going to be interesting to see how it plays out. But before I leave, I got to tell y'all, keep an eye on y'all children. Even when they become high schoolers and go to college, they still can be groomed into something that they didn't expect to happen. Picking up new friends, I pride myself in being discerning and insightful. It's not easy for me to be around a person and pick up the type of energy that they possess. And so anytime I have advised my children, and I don't do it to control them, I do it to inform them. Anytime that I advise them without the details, either to be careful or they need new friends, it always comes to fruition. And they'll even tell you something wrong with my mom because everything she say be true. So yeah. So we just need this world is very weird, it's very wicked, except for how we raise our children. And it has a dark gravitational pull on them. There are people that go out and seek unsuspecting victims. You be careful. One of the giveaways is, say there's a house that has a lot of small children in it, right? But when you find people that always want to go over there because there are a lot of small children, when I say adults or teenagers, they like going over there because those small children are easy victims. Those small children can be easily manipulated or groomed until they actually become a victim. So there are red flags. There are things to that stand out, when it comes to protecting children in an environment where children are, and that's just one of them. I'm so happy that I was able to get through my entire agenda today. We are 2 hours 57 minutes in a couple of seconds. So I want to say thank you to everybody that sends me information, that contributes to the shows. Today it was Portia. She down there in the chat. Thank you, sis. Miss Chapman, Miss Sonia. Who else? I'm looking at my list. So those are the three that stand out to me that contributed to the information that we share today. And I will say this to my subscribers: there is no show without y'all. I love that y'all come here and support. Shout out to everybody in green. You all are the true supporters. Y'all keep the show running. And everybody that subscribes, you all are truly the real MVPs. So with that being said, I want to wish you all a wonderful day. And hopefully I'll have an opportunity to come back to y'all later on this week. Thank you, Peter D. I went to work today. I clocked in. I was determined to get it all out. But when I come back, there's another piece that I need to get out, and it's been sitting on my mind for quite some time. Portia helped out with that research too, so I have not forgotten about it. Portia, I would probably do that a show by itself, so we can give it more time in detail into the numbers and the comparisons there. So you all have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe and understand this. I love you. With that being said, have a wonderful day. discerning goddess, 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 discerning goddess,